when you're doing your indirect rein, you've got to keep this hip down. As a matter of fact, on that lateral flex, you've got to make sure that weight is in that stirrup there. So here I'm taking the slack out of this rope. My weight is in my left stirrup. Okay, and you can see I'm down on my left side. So that'll help the horse flex his ribs that way, which is a good thing. Okay, you don't want to teach your horse to counter flex his ribs against you, because it'll upset your impulsion and your collection later on and your steering. Okay, so here he's nice and light. I'm going to do an indirect rein, and I'm going to now, I've got this hip down, I'm going to activate this part of my leg. I'm going to take this weight down and start to put a bit of squeeze on my leg there if I have to. Once he goes, I'm going to release my leg, release the activation of my leg there, but I've still got my hip down on that side, see, because I'm laterally flexed. Once I've finished, then I can let it all go and give him a nice loose rein. But it's real important that you keep that that hip down. What you don't want to be doing in your indirect rein is curling this leg up, trying to get your horse to get off your leg, because what will happen there is your hip will come up. Okay, I've written that a lot of times in feedback, so be careful this leg doesn't come up here, because also it'll start to tip you forward as well. It'll load up the front end, lift your hip, it does all these things wrong. So we won't do that. Okay, so if you find that your horse is getting a bit heavy on the leg, and you get to a high phase and you think, oh, I'm squeezing real hard with my leg, it's as much as I can do. If you've done a good job of your hindquarter yields on the ground, you should be able to turn around, wave this at his hind, just wiggle that a little bit, and get it to yield out the way. If it doesn't go, just give it a bit of a tap here, okay, until it goes. Then try and finish with the horse just coming off your leg. So here he's coming off my leg, I'm going to take my leg off and finish. When he's nice and light on this lateral flex, it sort of feels a bit funny there, so I'm going to move it a little bit more. There, that's better. His ribs are pushed to the outside, I'll let that go. Okay, so just, no contact yield his hind if he's pushing on your leg. When it comes to the direct rein, one of the most common things we see is people will either they'll drop into their direct rein with their own weight, which loads up the leg that's supposed to be moving, or they'll open up and do a nice job, but the horse doesn't come across, okay, which means the front end doesn't come across. Okay, now when you do a direct rein that's supposed to be steering the front end, he's just following my body language there. If I open out in this direction, then that front should go across. Now if it doesn't, what you'll need to practice is a little thing called backwards and over. It's in your homework cards, and I'll just get it in a good position so you can see here. There we go. So back a little bit, and then just when you feel it's right, just ask him to step over, just like that, and stop. Okay, don't let him walk forward, just stop in that. So you're rewarding him just stepping across. So I'll just do that again. So back a little bit, and then direct rein open, and across, and then I'll stop him. So open just a little bit. Just get his weight back, he's getting on the front there. Here his weight's back, then over. I'll do it a couple more times. Over, back, over, back. And what you'll do is you'll start to get a feel for when that direct rein's coming across, and the horse will start to get a feel for when you offer that direct rein. So that's what we need. We need to feel for our horse in these rein positions. So this is in your indirect rein, this is in your assignment here. So lateral flex, indirect. When it comes to the direct rein, you need to open out your leg, open out your hand, and that front needs to come across like that. Okay, if it doesn't, we'll just lift this rein a little bit and ask it to go across again. Okay. There's the front coming across. Now, just do that again so you can see the front come across. See if we can get a nice clear one. Indirect, that's the hind. Now I'm going to open out, lift my rein up. There goes the front. Out in that direction over there. He's sort of spun his hind a little bit there, so I'm going to ask his weight back. There his front goes over. That's better. And I'll walk on off. When you're doing your trot changes of direction, again, you need to make sure that your arm's nice and high and your legs open. I'll just do these in a walk so you can see. Chin's up, this side of my body is high and my front comes across. It came across there, I didn't even have the rein. So I'll just do that again. That position there. Okay. What a lot of people do is they'll come around on this turn and they'll have this arm up, this leg out, but they'll have that chin down like that, and this side of the body underneath here all short. Okay, needs to be open like that. Focus up, open up this side of your body. Okay. So that horse can step across. Makes a lot of difference. When we come into the canter bend to a stop, it's a bend to a stop, not a stop then a bend. Okay, so if your horse is a bit of a short horse, which means he doesn't want to run a lot, then you're going to have to keep riding him as you're flexing him down a transition. So I'll just show you what I mean here. So I had my hand up, I was flexing him while he was still going along and flexed him to a stop.